Up and welcome to Thailand News Today. Today we're coming to you from Phuket. Bit of rain outside as I speak. Let's hope there's not too much background noise there or thunder and lightning. Then again, it might add to the video. In the meantime, we reflect today on the dramatic news coming out of the United States that the US President and his wife Melania have tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. This is almost Shakespearean sort of saga as it's unfolding just weeks before the US presidential elections. We can do no more than wish them both back to their best health as soon as possible. Anyway, we need to check out today's Thai news. In an effort to reduce overcrowding in Thailand's prisons, the Thai Justice Minister is suggesting they release chronically ill prisoners on a royal pardon. There's also talk of shortening sentences for those incarcerated on drugs charges. Overcrowding's been a problem at Thailand's prisons, especially now more space is required for new inmates to go through a quarantine before being released in the prison population to prevent potential spread of COVID-19. The minister says that while some prisoners have been released early and some jail terms have been suspended, the prisons still have too many inmates. Meanwhile, a routine checkpoint in Pattaya has come across a man, a 31-year-old, who was recently released from prison after serving a 14-year prison sentence for murder. The man was arrested in possession of a machine gun and illegal drugs. He was previously found guilty of involvement in the murder of a prominent jet ski champion. The car in which he was travelling was stopped at a routine checkpoint on North Pattaya Road. In total, 5 occupants of the car were arrested, 3 men and 2 women. Police have also seized weapons and ammunition from the vehicle, including a machine gun and a handgun. After reports of a kindergarten teacher in the northern suburbs of Bangkok in Thonburi allegedly abusing kindergarten students, another group called the Bad Students, a protest rally group, have decided to protest outside the Ministry of Education today. A teacher at the Sarasa school in Nonthaburi, north of central Bangkok, was caught on classroom CCTV pushing kindergarten students to the floor, dragging them around and hitting others. That teacher was fired, but the Bad Students movement say the education minister did nothing to solve the problems of alleged abuse at the school. The same group of students rallied in front of the office last month, calling on the minister to allow free expression of political views at the schools, end the draconian haircut and uniform rules, and reform the education system. In a multi-million baht plan to refurbish the Pattaya Beach Road, another lane of traffic is going to be added, the idea to, add more parking. The plan for the extra lane is a new idea in the 160 million baht renovation project aimed at attracting more visitors and improving the general amenity of the popular beach walk. The Pattaya Council openly admitted they hope the renovations will attract more Thai visitors. A budget of 160 million baht for the project has been approved, but exact details are still in the works. In an earlier report, the Pattaya City Council Mayor says the city will work on creating additional space for domestic tourists with more footpaths, toilets and parking spaces. The Centre for COVID-19 Situation Administration has announced 6 new cases in Thailand today, all Thai repatriates. There are 2 new cases, each from India and the United Arab Emirates, and 1 each from Japan and South Sudan. Another was a 56-year-old Thai businessman returning from Japan, and finally a Thai government official coming back from South Sudan, quarantined in Chonburi. 94.6% of Thailand's 3,575 cases have recovered, including 5 discharged over the past 24 hours. 132 patients remain in hospital. And the Thai PM Prayut Chan-o-cha says he'll do his best to protect the country's natural assets and also to address the issue of biodiversity. He was speaking at a UN Biodiversity Summit. PM Prayut says he acknowledges the impact of climate change on biodiversity, saying Thailand is stepping up to the challenge. He outlined 3 measures for managing climate change, devise a plan to ensure policies are put in place to guard natural resources, foster cooperation between relevant agencies, stakeholders and the private sector, and learn from the COVID-19 pandemic and the evidence that natural resources recover when humans are removed. The PM was speaking on the Urgent Action on Biodiversity for Sustainable Development online seminar. That's it for today's Thailand News Today, coming to you from my living room, back in the main office in Bangkok on Monday. We do hope you have a fantastic weekend. No cats around today, so I'm sorry I can't help with that, but please subscribe to the channel. We look forward to seeing you on Monday.